General Hospital icon Anthony Geary, who portrayed Luke Spencer, passes away at the age of 78. In the enduring soap opera, the actor portrayed half of the biggest super couple of the day. The actor Anthony Geary, who portrayed Luke Spencer on General Hospital, has away. He was 78. According to TV Insider, the actor passed away on Sunday, December 14th, as a result of complications from an operation 3 days earlier. Geary's husband, Claudio Gama, told the outlet in a statement, "It was a shock for me and our families and our friends. Tony has been my friend, my companion, and my husband for over 30 years. His most well-known role was that of Luke Spencer on General Hospital, a soap opera he first appeared in 1978. In the end, Luke was coupled with Laura, played by Jeannie Francis, and they went on to become the biggest super couple of the day. 30 million people watched their wedding in 1981, making it the most watched soap opera episode ever. In 2015, Geary departed the series. Geary's agents have been contacted by people for comment. In 1947, Geary was born in Colville, Utah. In 1978, he changed his birth name from Tony to Anthony. He said, "I had a happy childhood, and my family was always close." To people in 1980, "I was always an artistic loner in school, but early on they realized I wasn't this earth, that I wouldn't follow my father's lead." He received a theater scholarship to attend the University of Utah, and in his sophomore year, he traveled to Los Angeles with the touring production of the play the subject was Roses. He remained and sought employment as an actor. "I was cocky and confident," he admitted to people. The majority of Geary's early work consisted of TV show guest appearances. He made an appearance as a gay man who confronts Archie Bunker's homophobia in an early episode of All in the Family. During the 1970s, he also had cameos on the soap opera The Young and the Restless, The Streets of San Francisco, Room 222, Marcus Welby, M.D., The Partridge Family, Barnaby Jones, and Starsky and Hutch. Geary was hired in 1978 to work for General Hospital for a period of 13 weeks. Luke played a key role in executive producer Gloria Monty's efforts to save the show, which was on the verge of cancellation. Demi Moore, who portrayed Jackie Templeton, was one of his co-stars. Bobby Spencer, portrayed by the late Jacqueline Zaman, had a sister named Luke. Luke Spencer was a total bastard at first, Geary said to people in 1980. He was a doper runner for Mafia and a cheap little punk who ran a disco. He truly was a murderer. But as time went on, his character developed into witty and sympathetic, largely because of his romance with Francis's Laura. Millions of admirers adored that romance, but it had a disgraceful beginning. After Luke sexually assaulted Laura, they fell in love. Francis stated in People and on ABC's 2020 documentary, The Story of Soaps About the Plot, "I've had to justify it for so many years. It feels fantastic to sit here and state that I won't defend it. I must admit, it's terrible. They ought not to have done that." In 2015, Geary addressed ABC News about the show's attempt to reframe the rape as a seduction. "We came under a lot of fire from feminist groups, and rightfully so from victim groups. Later on, as their children struggled to deal with their father's behavior, the rape was rewritten into their narrative regarding Luke and Laura's romance," Geary remarked. "If you look at the way it started, it was sort of fated to end badly." Both characters moved on from their romance after the fictional couple broke up in 2001, despite making appearances together in a few more storylines. However, one of the most famous events in General Hospital's and soap opera's overall history is still Luke and Laura's 1981 wedding. A huge admirer of the show, Oscar winner Elizabeth Taylor requested to make a brief appearance in the episode as the evil Helena Cassadine. In 1981, Geary told people still see daytime television as a bastard of the industry, but the fact that Elizabeth Taylor came here because she's a fan must mean we're doing something right. For me, it validated General Hospital. He was candid about the amount of effort required to put the show together 5 days a week. "I have dedicated my life to the show over the past 3 years, physically, emotionally, and spiritually," he said. Compared to primetime TV, the work is more difficult. For 5 days a week, Jeannie and I have carried up to 60 pages of dialogue every day. No movie or television program makes those demands. Some commentators mocked Geary's position as the show's main character by making disparaging remarks about his appearance. He told people in 1982, "I don't think of myself as Cary Grant, but I'm doing so good that America buys me as sexy." Geary received 16 nominations for the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. He won 8 times, a record. Perceptions that he could only play Luke, however, continued to limit him. He quit the program in 1984 to concentrate on theater, and he went on to play parts in movies like Scorchers in 1991, Weird Al Yankovic's UHF in 1989, and Disorderlies in 1987. However, he eventually made a comeback to the series in 1993. Storylines for the character focused on his relationships with his children, Lucky and Lulu Spencer and Ethan Lovett, as well as his romance with Jane Elliott's Tracy Quartermaine, following his breakup with Laura. In 2015, Geary made the decision to retire and relocate to Amsterdam. "I can't wait to start Act 3 and recreate myself in my new house to take advantage of any opportunities that may arise." In 2015, he told Entertainment Weekly, "I think it's an exciting prospect." He started living in Amsterdam part-time during his final years on the program, and after his stint there finished, he moved there permanently. Other than that, he kept his personal life quite quiet. When Elliott's Tracy departed the show in 2017, but she reappeared for guest appearances starting in 2019, Geary made one more appearance on the show following his retirement. Luke was killed off camera by the show in 2022. He told Entertainment Weekly in 2015 that it was once very difficult for him to reconcile with the reality that he was most known for his role as Luke, reflecting on his legacy on General Hospital. He stated, "I don't think it represents me as a person or an actor, and it's not my favorite time of my life. Every time you are presented, they pull out a photo from your high school graduation. It may irritate you. Nevertheless, he was grateful for the chance to play such a significant role in both daytime and television history." He remarked, "It's been a really exciting ride. It's been well worth in the end."